Mike, why are we in this warehouse?
Jeremy, this is the Whereabouts, the podcast that we're stealing this week. It went into hiding, it looks like, and it's been stored away here in this warehouse.
I don't like the smell in here.
Well, it smells very musty. But Jeremy, if you look down this small corridor, there's little storage units, and I believe it's this one. It's this one here. Help me with the door. Flashlight click. Oh my God, Jeremy. Oh
yeah,
God.
Mike.
Oh, it's filled with puppets. It's filled with puppets.
That's my worst nightmare.
Oh my God.
Hamas is a terror organization that uses humans as meat shields.
Oh God. Oh God.
Mike,
Oh my God.
puppet has a point.
Put your arm inside me. Put your arm inside me. I want to see you.
It's so frisky.
This is horrible. No, I'm not gonna put my arm on you, puppet. Get out of here. Oh, Jeremy, they're walking. Wait. If we keep the light on them, they don't move. But oh God, it's like that video game or a Doctor Who episode.
Is Weeping Angels?
Yes, Jeremy, get your flashlight out.
Flashlight click.
Jeremy, they're overwhelming us. Oh, that one looks really evil. He probably has an evil name like Evil Steve or something.
It's Evil Jerry.
Evil
Jerry.
Evil Jerry.
Oh no. And Jeremy, that one. What does that one look like?
It looks like it's a half elephant, half tiger man.
Oh God, and that one looks like it's made out of garbage.
Oh, that's just the garbage, Mike. It's not just garbage, Mike.
Oh no.
They start talking about whatever they want. They're looking for some skill and treasure to hunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy and talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm doing, how are you?
I'm alive.
All right.
How was your week?
It was pretty okay.
You went to Houston.
I was in Houston. Yeah. Looking at the storm damage
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, from the tornadoes.
Yep. They made it sound a lot worse than it was.
Jeremy on the scene.
I was storm chasing.
Were you storm chasing?
Yep.
Just after the storm is already gone.
I was late.
Yes.
My flight was delayed because of the storm.
Yes. Okay.
Turns out if you're a storm chaser, you drive.
So you didn't see any tornadoes?
Nope.
I mean, do tornadoes even exist?
I haven't seen one.
It's probably a government
I have
cover-up.
seen one. I've seen one in Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched it form in the distance and destroy like an area, and then it hopped over the area next to it and then went off into a field.
Oh.
So like these guys were fine and their neighbors were all fucked
Well, they probably didn't pay their taxes.
to the tornado gods.
Or to the U.S. government.
Who controls
Who controls tornado? Have you been listening to anything I've been saying, Jeremy? It's always the government. So we have a very special podcast for you today, the Puppet Podcast. What is a puppet podcast, you say? It's a podcast about puppets. The Puppet Podcast has not aired in years. The social media is dead, and I was listening to it, and I was like, this is great. This is
What do
good
they talk
stuff.
about? They anything to do with making? What's
So the host lady, she's a French woman who is very into puppets and wanting to talk to other people about and she's also a clown, which I thought was very funny. So she's a French clown puppeteer.
is a French clown a mime?
Well, no, they have regular clowns, and then they have what people would call mimes, but I call them monstrosities that shouldn't exist, and we should hunt them to extinction. Very much like a koala bear.
You don't like it because they don't answer any of your questions.
They don't talk.
You don't like that.
I don't like it.
You hate deaf people.
They can talk, Jeremy. No, that's the thing. They can talk, and they choose not to. That's the biggest. If you had a mute person who was a mime, that's perfect for that. And he's probably the one mime that I would allow to exist.
Are you saying that only mute people should be mimes?
Ideally, only mute people should be mimes. You're taking.
Is that like when they hire a white guy to play like an Egyptian person?
It's Robert
You're
Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
And you don't like that?
Well, I mean, technically not, because it was the whole reason that his character existed was because he was a white guy playing a black guy. It was very funny, but no, mute people should be mimes and no one else. That's a job that you're taking away jobs from mute people
because it's the only job they can perform. Because
well,
they're crippled.
No, don't put words in my mouth, Jeremy. I'm saying that if they choose to pursue that career, it does make them eligible.
I don't think I'd jive with that.
So you're mute. Let's go. You're here for workers temp jobs, and let me see what your qualifications. Let me see what your qualifications are as being a mute person. Mime, top of the list. How do you feel about that?
They can't respond.
Well, it seems like you. It seems like yes.
So you're gonna force all these mute people to be mimes?
I don't know. They didn't say anything.
One of them wanted to be president.
One of them pulled a gun out, and I was like, "Yes, just do it with an imaginary gun. You'd make the perfect mime." So we have a guest here. Not here. We're going to call a guest. We have one waiting in the wings to come on the show.
Who's a puppet enthusiast?
Who's a puppet enthusiast, a puppeteer, a master of puppets. Some would say.
Master! Master! That would be a good drop.
I don't like rap music.
Master! That'd be a good drop.
That would be a good drop.
So she makes puppets and
she makes and performs puppet shows.
Just like on the go, like you call her and she shows up and does puppet shows, or you go to
I guess
her
that'd
place?
be a good question for her when we get her on here in a minute.
What do you think makes a person want to be a puppeteer?
She's calling right now, Jeremy.
Oh my god!
From Bonnie's Puppet Palace.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hi.
Hi.
You said around 3 o'clock, and I didn't hear from you.
We were literally just about to call. We were literally about to call you. We're here in the studio. Jeremy's here with me. Say hello to Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi. So I should have bought the lottery ticket, then because of the timing. We figured we're both psychic.
It was perfect.
flawless
It synced
timing.
up amazingly.
Psychic.
We were introducing the fact that we were about to call you. It just worked out very well. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Bonnie, how are you today?
I'm fine. I'm thrilled to be on your show.
Well, we're very excited to have you. We have lots of questions.
And some of my puppets are just jumping up and down for joy.
Oh, really? Which puppet is showing the most enthusiasm?
Furball.
Furball. Is that
He's
a cat?
a monster.
A monster.
He's a little monster, and he really doesn't to get his due. And he always gets upset because he feels he's undervalued.
I see.
I can relate.
And I would have to assume that all of your puppets kind of have their own personality, their own likes and wants and dreams, right?
Yes, I believe I've got over 100 puppets. All of them.
Well,
Some are more, used a little more. Some are in some more than one show. Some of the others, but yes, I believe so.
well,
they all.
let's start at square one. What got you into puppets?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I took back in Ohio when I was quite young. I took some classes in puppetry at the local museum, Cleveland Museum of Art. I'm from Ohio. And I kind of blossomed. I loved it. I loved learning about the puppets. And they had a giant puppet theater. They were kind of well known all throughout Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And they pulled me in, and I did some of their shows.
They abducted you
They
into
just
puppetry?
grabbed you off the street and gave you a puppet?
They abducted me. Actually, I became the what they liked me to do were the princesses. They had some beautiful princess puppets, and I kind of fell into that and doing the princess characters.
Did you always want to be a princess?
Doesn't every little girl?
I mean, some little boys do too.
My
Mike?
daughter, she definitely wants to be a princess. I treat her as such.
Whatever floats your boat.
When we were kids, Mike would constantly dress up as the princess, the damsel in distress.
Not true at all. Jeremy's
He'd
lying.
take his
to you.
mom's high heels
Nope.
and her fuzzy handcuffs,
Stop lying to Bonnie.
her fuzzy princess handcuffs.
Right. She keeps under the bed.
I forgot to tell you that not only is Furball upset, but he has a sister.
He's upset that he has a sister.
No, they're both upset. She tries to just give him leeway and to be, I mean, that's Furball. And he always thinks he's smart, and he always thinks he knows what he's doing. Not always to the best endings there, so. But he thinks that he has a good heart. He has a good heart underneath it. He messes up sometimes, and his sister's kind of whatever. There is a picture of her on my website. Her name is Bowie,
Oh.
and she has a little bow in her fur.
What kind of shenanigans is this puppet getting into?
Furball and Bowie are in my big Halloween show that I do every year.
Ooh.
It's called The Witch's Halloween Party, and Furball wants to sing at the party.
Where does this party
Yeah.
take place?
It takes place in the Witch's Castle. Where else would it take place?
Jeremy.
I was hoping to direct traffic. So anyone out there who wants to go see it, go to the Witch's Castle.
Gotta go to the Witch's Castle, and she'll have a big Halloween party, and she invites everybody. Of course, mostly monsters, ghosts, characters like that. And he lives in the castle, and he's ticked off because he wants to sing at her Halloween party. But she won't let him because she says he can't sing. So what does she do?
She locks him in a closet.
She puts him in his place. She has him hold the magical pot, where the brewing pot, and she brews up a big
got some
monster
magical
to
pot right
entertain
here.
her guests.
Oh, okay.
And she lets him hold the pot,
Wow.
but he doesn't want to do that.
Oh, no, of course not. Why? That
So
sounds.
what does he do?
So he's got to
I'll
revolt.
tell you what he messes. He decides to do something to her, to the monster brew.
Roofies.
And he's going to blow up this monster that she's creating to entertain the guests.
Oh, wow. That's
'Cause
wild.
he's so smart, he knows what he's doing. Right, Michael? Right,
yeah.
Jerry, right?
Well, it sounds like he should get together and slowly manipulate the other puppets to join his side.
Oh, the long con.
and
Yeah.
throw a revolt and take her place and
Right.
tell her she can't sing at the party.
Oh, yeah. Have your puppets ever revolted against you?
Don't give them any. You trying to give them ideas?
I mean,
Maybe
no.
Furball
No.
should.
That's something to keep an eye on, though.
Maybe Furball should
You might have
sabotage
something
her
just
next.
for me to think about. I need to. So you're saying I need to watch some of them there
Oh, yeah.
closely?
Absolutely. Very
Probably
closely.
do.
What was it, Jeremy?
I think that Furball should just take her and put her into a helicopter and then has a little accident.
Well, that's a little extreme. That's a little extreme.
It just happened to that Iranian president.
So,
No, well, she puts him in his place. And when she comes back, the monster. He tried to blow him up. He messed up the brew, and instead of blowing up the monster, what happens is we get a monster with an eating problem.
anorexia.
All
keeps eating children's
the monster
toes.
wants to just keep eating, and they run out of food. And then when they run out of food. Then the monster wants to eat all the party guests.
Oh, he does want to eat the children.
Just their left toes.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we try to keep this sort of what we do is he
Keep it
chases
gangster.
a pumpkin. He decides to eat a pumpkin who's a party guest.
Oh, no. Is that
Yeah.
one of the, is a pumpkin
Pumpkin
one of the
the pump-
puppets?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
He's on my website. I believe there's a photo on my bonniespuppetpalace.com.
Oh,
on the photo
please
page.
share your website for our listeners so that way they can follow along as well.
Sure, it's Bonnie's BONNIES puppetpalace.com, and there's a photo page on there where you could look at puppets, and you could see Pumpkin. Furball's not there, but his sister Bowie is, and there's a YouTube channel on there where there's about 30 videos.
Oh,
you
wow.
can see. All
Wow.
different videos that I've created. I'm also a singer and a songwriter, and all the shows have original songs in them. My mother was a opera singer, and I'm almost mom. Not quite, but I'm close. Pretty close. And we have a lot of fun at the shows. I always say for the kids as well as with all this COVID, guys, all this is terrible, all this mess from the COVID and how depressed everybody was and a lot of shutdowns. Now I'm starting to do some shows again. My take on this is that heck with the kids. The adults need the puppets more than the kids.
Oh, absolutely.
I couldn't imagine my life without him.
So tell me, when COVID was going, when we were in lockdown and everything like that, and you're trying, we talked about it briefly on the phone earlier today. You were telling me a story about how you would go into somewhere and they were making you wear masks and stuff. Talk about that a bit.
Yeah, I most of the places, practically everybody said no. We can't. You're going to contaminate the kids. They'll get COVID from you. And I would plead with them and tell them, I don't have COVID. No, you can't be around the children. We love you, Bonnie. We love you. We love your shows, but you can't come.
Yeah, Mike, funny story. Mike was actually on board with all those shutdowns. He thought should have been shut down longer.
Yep.
He's wearing a mask right now in the studio.
Always. Jeremy's so dirty and it's filled with diseases. So they would make you wear a mask. Did they also make the puppets have to wear masks?
No, they made me one show where I went to. I told you it was like going into an operating room.
Yeah.
And they actually outside they said that I had to put the little footsies on my shoes, over my shoes, to keep it all clean. And every time I went in, when I would I could put the puppets down, everything. And I could only, it was, with the breeze, it was getting to me. So I'd go out, and then I would just take a few minutes, take the mask off, go back in. They did say when I did the puppet show, I could take the mask off because I'm behind the theater.
That seems fair.
But
Yeah.
as soon as it was over, put the mask back on.
The theater becomes your mask.
The theater became my mask.
It's pretty deep, Mike.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep.
I try.
I did do. Wait a minute. I forgot. I have something that I did called when all this was starting, and I had no shows, and nobody would employ me, and I was totally depressed. I had a neighbor of mine. We put together something. It's called Passport to the Puppet Palace.
Oh, tell us more.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah.
Passport to the Puppet Palace, and you can. It's on you. I believe it's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. I put 10 or 11 songs about dealing with COVID, and had the puppets singing their how they're feeling.
Do you have COVID songs with puppets?
I have COVID. It's called Passport to the Puppet Palace.
No, you don't.
I thought I was going to be famous from this, and I called every TV station in town. And nobody would give me the time of day.
Do you have those TV stations' numbers, and could we get them?
And it's called NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, PBS, all
Even
of them.
Fox didn't want the COVID puppet shows.
Oh, man, I found them.
No, the puppets singing about their feelings about. It's either 10 or 11. It's called Passport to the Puppet Palace.
We're going to provide
It's on
links.
Facebook.
We're going to
found
provide links to those in the episode description.
Oh, and my neighbor, she put intro music before, and it pops up the video. You see all the puppets that are going to perform.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought so too. And but I was told it was discussed at meetings. All the TV stations, they discussed it, but they wouldn't.
Listen, Jeremy, we got this puppet lady, and she's spouting out about COVID and feeling her opinions about it, Jeremy. We can't let her.
And songs, and that I did this. and
The
how I
American
wanted
people need theater and music and puppets and wonder. We have to bring wonder back to these
I wish I could have been a
people.
fly on the wall. at one of those meetings.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Gosh.
So
Jeez.
I see. I was looking through the pictures of the puppets. You have a evil Devereaux.
Deveron. Evil Deveron.
Deveron.
He's my devil.
Ooh, spicy.
An evil puppet.
He's I only have him in, I have 25 shows I've written. He's in 2. And I cannot, for the little kids, it just doesn't, it doesn't go.
Oh, too
I
spooky.
have him in one show, which is for older kids, teenagers, and around that age. But unfortunately, in the last few years, they don't want to have the teenagers. The teenagers feel they don't want to watch, puppet shows. And so
Kids
I get
today.
Yeah.
and so I get for the little kids, and then when they see, Princess and the Magic Diamond, and they say, that sounds really nice, and they look at the title, I go, no, that's not for the 5-year-olds.
I feel
Trust
like
me.
teenagers should be more into puppets because if you think about it, a video game, Jeremy, is just a puppet
Absolutely.
show. Think about it.
Well,
Jeremy, you're controlling a character with your hands. Oh, Jerry, I'm blowing my own mind right now.
you're lost in the
Oh
sauce,
my God,
dude.
Jeremy. Jeremy, The Last of Us
it's
is a
like a
puppet show.
joystick?
No,
Kind
you
of
need to
like
slow
that.
down on the Yingling.
They're all puppets, Jeremy.
Oh, we're puppets.
All video
who's
games are puppets. Oh my God, our bodies are giant flesh puppets.
I did do DMT once, and when I looked at my hand, it was a puppet hand, and I was a puppet.
Oh
Just
God,
true story.
that sounds terrifying.
Yep.
Have you ever done DMT, Bonnie?
What was that? I'm sorry. You guys were talking together. What was that?
Tell us more about your favorite puppet.
Oh, everybody always asks me that.
Yeah, who's your? I know it's hard to say. They're all sitting around you, staring at you while you're doing this interview, and God forbid you say the wrong name. You're gonna create discord amongst your puppets.
I could, but I think that they would allow it. There is one that is a vintage puppet. If you look on my website, my puppets I have some that are German and Italian vintage puppets, animal puppets. Some are handmade.
Do the German
And
puppets wear Hugo Boss?
No, they're Scheithauers.
Oh, Scheithauers.
Oh.
From a company in Germany that's no longer in existence. And they are all hand-painted faces.
Don't
The devil
sell me,
is-
Bunny. Don't sell me, Bunny. I know I'm worth so much money for being so old, but please don't sell me, Bunny. No.
I have a policy with the kids. It's no touch.
Bonnie,
No
I
No,
swear I
I
didn't
keep
know what was
everything
going on in the
pristine.
woods, Bonnie. I was just a
Pristine.
child.
No touching.
We
No
smelled,
trying
we
on.
smelled the burning
No
flesh.
playing with. No
I didn't know
handling.
they put them all on trains. I'm sorry.
So you have that list of things. So do you always provide that disclaimer to the children when you start your puppet show? You're like, listen, I know you want to touch
It's
these.
called the speech.
So I'm ready to give the speech. No touching my puppets.
I have a speech. I'm polite about it, and I wait and I tell them, and please, many of them are one of a kind. Some are fragile, vintage, which means older. I explain because they're little.
Yeah.
Vintage, older puppets. And so we do not allow any trying on, playing with, touching, handling before, during, or after the show of any of the puppets. We all understand that, children?
I understand, Miss
And
Bonnie.
I wait for the nods.
So what if one of the kids does touch one of the
Oh
old
yeah, has that
puppets?
happened?
Is it a quick smack?
Yes, it has happened.
Oh goodness.
I tell them no, not to. Please don't do that. Sometimes there will be a child that will rat on another kid at a show, and they'll say that they were trying when I was doing the show. Johnny was trying to touch the
Oh,
So
the
then
best
you,
way
then you have to smack both of them.
Well, you include in the speech. If you touch my puppet, I will then turn you into one of my puppets.
All of these old puppets were children who touched my puppets.
Exactly. Right, and then you're golden. You're golden.
What I would like to say instead is, if you touch one of them, I'm going to get the witch, the dragon, one of the other one of the but I don't. Usually, a director or a teacher will grab if a child gets really. I had a little girl a few years back. She said, I want to play with the princess. I want to play with her after the show. I said, you can't play with my princess.
$2,000.
My wife
went
doesn't let me play with her princess,
No, she
too.
went postal.
Oh goodness.
She rolled around on the floor and started screaming. and they had to drag her out of the room.
Did you pull a belt out? Straighten that kid up?
No, Jeremy.
What? The kids need to be taught discipline.
That's true.
Grab one of the German puppets. He can do it.
I let the people there take charge of that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. So normally, oh, you asked me about my it's Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells. Tell us about Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells is my host puppet.
Oh, the one that started it all?
Yes, he is in charge. I'm not in charge of the puppet shows. He's in charge.
Oh, wow.
And he tells the audience that. He says, Michael, Jeremy, would you like to hear his voice?
I would.
Oh,
love
yeah.
to
If we
meet
could get him
Jingle
on the
Bells.
phone real quick, I'd love to talk to Jingle Bells.
Okay, let me see. He's pretty far away, but I could try to get him here. Let's see. Hello.
Hi, Jingle Bells. Hi, how are you today?
Hi. How are you?
Oh, we're doing great. It's been a great day, Jingle Bells.
Mike, we have to let Jingle Bells know that they're on.
Oh, Jingle
on the
Bells,
show.
you are on a podcast right now. Do we have your permission?
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. I got to think about this. Am I getting paid?
We can pay you in hugs.
Jingle Bells. Cut that out. No, that's not right. Okay. Just a moment.
Jingle Bells?
Jingle Bells.
Okay. He's back.
Okay.
I'm the host. I'm the big cheese. I'm the one in charge of Bonnie's Puppet Palace Puppet Show.
Yeah. Bonnie was telling us, Jingle Bells. Why exactly have you decided to take the mantle as the showrunner for Bonnie's Puppet? Doesn't she take care of you? She puts a roof over your head. Why don't you give her more credit?
That's a good question. I got to think about that one. But I can tell you that I am probably one of the first puppets. Am I a puppet? One of the first puppets that she ever got. And she put me into the shows in the beginning, and everybody liked me so much that I got elevated to become the host. Now I don't perform in the shows. I perform at the beginning of the show, and I come out there and tell everybody about the show.
Work their way up the
And
ladder.
then I come in at the end. And you know what I do at the end?
What's that?
Tell us.
I put up a sign, and it says the end.
It's the most important part of the show. It lets everybody know that they can leave.
Jingle Bells, I have a quick question for you. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Gaza Strip right now. What side are you on? Iran or Palestine or Israel?
I sit on a fence.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
You're
Good call, Jingle
you're
Bells.
Smart puppet, Jingle.
Yeah, you're a smart puppet. So
I love going to all the shows, and she only forgot me once in all these years.
oh my gosh, who ran the show if you weren't there?
I know. She made a boo-boo.
Oh no. Did you punish her? What happened?
No. Bonnie's pretty smart in that way on that one show that she forgot to bring me to change over and put me in the other box because she was kind of busy at the time and didn't change. She made a guest host.
Ah, wait, did she create him from garbage?
Like Frankenstein?
No, she pulled up one of her other puppets and figured out which one she was going to
Oh, okay.
use as the
Oh,
guest
I thought
host.
you meant she created a new.
No, she opened up the box and
He
was
was to
at
pick up the sign, its
show
arms fall off.
and realized Jingle Bells was missing.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jingle Bells, who's your least favorite puppet?
Oh yeah.
My least favorite? I don't think I have any least favorites. I'm the host of the show, and I love all my puppet friends.
Oh,
They're
that's good.
all my friends. Although I gotta be truthful, once in a while the witch gives me a problem.
Oh, I'd love to talk to her if we could, if she's available.
Real quick, Jingle Bells, where do you stand on the furball singing at the Halloween party or not?
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Jingle
should
Bells?
he be singing? Should we give him a shot?
I had to get out of there really fast because I agreed with them. I'm not. The witch can be kind of, she was just frustrated, and she wanted a really good singer for the party, and Furball can't sing at all. So I would agree with her on that.
We got to give this guy a shot.
I'm okay.
We gotta
I'm
find
okay with
we gotta find out what Furball is good at.
Yeah, I would love to hear what Furball's singing voice sounds like to make my own decision.
Yeah, he might
No,
have the
you
voice of an
really
angel.
want that?
I really do.
Really?
I want to hear Furball and
Is
his.
Furball available to sing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is my. Wait a minute. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Furball. Okay. Okay. Let's see. The witch is having a party, and I'm getting prepared for Halloween. I'm getting prepared for Halloween. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm getting prepared for Halloween. What do you think, huh? What do you think?
Jeremy,
I liked it. I was bopping
You
along
could have
to
told
that.
me that there was an Ariana Grande puppet that we're talking to. I wouldn't know the difference. That was beautiful.
Really?
Furball, that was good. That was. We got to make you a star, Furball.
Oh, gee, why do I thank you? See, I told the witch. I told her I could sing.
That's right. That witch is holding you down.
Yeah, I know, but the rooms and I got good digs there in the castle. What can I say? I got a nice, comfortable room, good food, big banquet hall. What can we do?
A comfortable prison is still a prison, Furball.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about that one.
It sounds like you're being held down, and you have hopes and dreams, and they need to come to fruition. So, I'll give you. Bonnie's got my number. You call me whenever you need to, and we'll get you gigs, Furball. We'll get you some gigs.
Gee, why, thank you. Gee. Oh, I'm overwhelmed.
Okay, can we talk to another puppet?
You want the one that runs the castle, don't you?
Oh yeah,
witch.
I want to talk to the witch. Finish this off with a bang. The Puppet Talk 2024. We'll finish that off with the witch. I'm very excited. Hey everybody, it's Future Michael here. Just want to tell you about our Band of the Week, which you can hear at the end of the episode. We're trying this out, seeing how it goes. It's Retrograth and E.E. Colon Man, which sounds like the worst superhero ever. But yes, their song Testing Ground will be played at the end of the episode, so make sure to check it out. Stay, hang out, listen, vibe, and chill. And we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios. Not only makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, they have some killer shows like The Game and Nerd News, which we stole last week. If you haven't listened to that, check it out. And then there's also Fables from the Forgotten. It's an audio drama. Make sure you subscribe to our Dungeon Studios YouTube so you can catch that. The Fables is also on Spotify, so listen to it. It's cool. Gurgle Plop was gross. Just to be transparent and honest, this is probably one of my favorite interviews that we've done this year. I've never laughed so hard while editing one of these episodes. So please, thank you for listening and stay tuned.
You're really sure you want to talk to her?
She's probably just misunderstood.
Okay. I'll get Trenda. Her name's Trenda.
Trenda.
Trenda the witch.
Trenda. It's
Here she comes.
ancient Swedish for bag of socks.
Scary bag of socks.
It is I, Trenda.
Oh my.
There's quite an entrance there, Trenda.
I love the fireworks.
And that's when I'm in a good mood.
So what's your plan? What's your goal? What are you trying to achieve, Trenda, with your spooky witching about?
I want to be loved.
See, Jeremy, misunderstood. She just wants love.
Yes.
What kind of love are you
don't
looking?
get it.
What kind of love are you looking for, Trenda?
Right? Is this like eHarmony or like
Adam and Eve.
I don't understand. I'm my usual sweet self, and I have a problem there. But that's all I want. And right now I'm just happy if everybody in the castle, if they all love me, including the dragons, the ghosts, the monsters, all the rest of them.
Well, I feel like they could relate to you really easily. The monsters and ghosts and goblins and stuff, they probably are right at the same level as you. They probably just want to be loved. So, like, what are you doing to them to make them not accept you?
I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. Maybe it's my personality is not charming enough.
Well, that's a shame. Well,
I'll work on it.
how do you smell? Is it a smell thing?
Well, the spiders always run in the other direction.
You gotta tell Bonnie to wash you.
You think if the spiders run the other way that there might be a little problem there?
Yeah, probably. I think we're on the right track here. We just need a glow up. You just need a glow up, Trenda. We gotta get you into a salon. We gotta get you a bath. Maybe some Febreze. Is there Febreze nearby?
You thought about like big hoop earrings and booty shorts?
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, make TikTok videos.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. So, Eddie, are you single? You looking?
I'm
Actually,
horribly single.
Mike is single. I'm married. But,
Jerry, do I have a puppet thing now?
You might have a clown. Yeah.
I'm
Mike-
open.
Jeremy, I'm tempted. Should I ask out this puppet?
long walks through the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of puppet friends.
How tall are you?
You like spider pizza?
Spider pizza.
Sounds interesting.
I mean, I'll try anything once.
Including having sex
Including
with a witch
puppets,
puppet.
yeah.
How about rat tacos?
Rat tacos. I've never had.
To die for. I'm telling you. You haven't lived until you've eaten that.
Okay. So thank you, Trenda. We appreciate you coming on the show. Can we talk to Bonnie?
Okay, I'll give her the phone.
All right. Thank you, Trenda. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That's Trenda.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite the lively bunch you got there.
Indeed.
Well, I have sweet characters too. I have some sweet ones too.
Yeah.
That
Well, that's good.
I've got all my royalty puppets, my royal ones, my princes and princesses, and all of those. They're all.
Jeremy was mentioning that he really enjoys the older style puppet as opposed to like the kind of plushy big mouth opening puppet. He likes those older style
Oh
puppets.
my gosh! Then don't get me started on this one. Then the modern version is that everybody the Jim Henson style of puppets that was unique when he started that. But then what happened is everybody seemed to be copying it.
Yeah, mainstream. He took puppets to the mainstream.
Well, you also got to milk it for as much as you can, right?
Of course.
That cow has been plenty milked.
I like puppets that are more realistic looking. Like the old, like
in Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Okay.
And if you look, that's what people have said this about my royalty puppets, even my witch, my things like that. My witch, my devil, my prince, my princesses, even my elf, my little elf, Sonny the elf. He's an endearing character. They like that. And for the children now, because they're so used to the Sesame Street style, when they see mine, it's kind of avant-garde, and they love it. It's something different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even though it's like the older medium, it's not as popular, therefore they haven't seen it, so to them it's new and interesting.
Trends come back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Overalls.
Jean shorts.
I was kind of on the same page, sort of. Jinkos.
Chain wallets.
That's what the kids, and sometimes when they first see them, if it's a place I haven't done a show before, I'll get a hush from the audience just for a minute until they kind of have to acclimate themselves to this, and they go, what the? And then my shows are interactive.
I didn't order a puppet. Did you order a puppet? No, she just showed up. She's just here.
Why are all the puppets singing about COVID? It's over.
Somebody just walked in the door. A puppet just walked in the door.
Oh, no.
What was? Oh, I say that there.
I thought one of your puppets started moving.
Wait, the puppets talk to the audience during the show. It's not just sit and watch it, and they ask the children in the audience questions throughout the story to make as we're moving the show along. So they're participating.
So
And-
is this a one woman show or are there multiple
Yeah,
puppeteers?
puppet friend, like puppet, more puppet people.
It's
puppeteers.
Bonnie's Puppet Palace.
So it's just Bonnie.
It's Bonnie. I've had people ask me that. They'll even
Double-fisted
come up to
puppets.
they'll come up to the theater and they'll say, "It's just you back there."
I wouldn't even believe it. I've seen some of the videos that I've seen. I said, surely there's at least 2 people.
No, it's just me.
Wow, that's
And
wild.
you write all the songs and make all the stories too.
I write all the songs too. I write all the shows have 4 or 5 songs in them.
Wow.
I would like to, if you would like to hear one, I could do something from one of the shows. Think of, I don't know what you would like or which song.
What's
do.
what's your your favorite one to perform?
Oh my goodness.
The one that gets the biggest standing applause.
Standing applause. I have 11. I'm going to be the different ones are the summer ones. You know, I don't know if you want something where you'd hear my regular singing voice or you'd want one of a character.
I'd like to hear your singing voice. You said your mother was an opera singer, right?
Yes. Yes.
What was that like growing up with an opera singer mom?
My mother, oh my goodness, I'll try to make this story as short as possible. My mother quit the business early. My mother had a producer that was a
Puppet.
she was
He was
she
handsy.
sang on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And what was it you just said? He was a what?
Oh, no, pretty much what you said.
The
Like a producer?
Producer was a pig.
He was
And-
handsy.
And the producer was a pig. He was married, and he was interested in my mom. My mother wasn't interested in him. He was interested in my mother, but he had a wife. And so
It was the
and
30s.
he was going to make her a superstar because she had the talent for it. Recording contract, he had the connections and everything, and she was singing on the radio, and she walked.
Good for her. Good for her.
So she did the opposite of Meryl Streep.
Well, we know about Harvey, and
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
that's what I'm talking about. Harvey. My mother was not. No, all these women. I'm going to get on a soapbox here for a second. All these women that cried afterwards and said that I mean, yes, he's a terrible man. He belongs in jail. And all this what he did, but nevertheless, they were all this way. All the producers, everybody was. My mother said, you have to really want it that badly to do everything and anything. It didn't matter whether you had the most. My mother was a graduate of the San Francisco Conservatory of Music, which is the West Coast version of Juilliard. And she had an incredible voice, absolutely unbelievable. She walked. She quit the radio station one day. She just didn't come in.
Wow. Did she find any other way to still sing?
She said she felt that the business was that way and it would all be like that. She quit the business and performed for the USO. You've heard of the USO?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Performed for the USO. My father was this was in California. My dad was in the Air Force. Handsome guy sitting out in the audience. Who's that hot girl up there, the singer? And 6 months later, they dated, and 6 months later they were married, and he told her about the wonders of Ohio. Boy, but he was a good salesman.
It had to be Ohio. It couldn't be Florida.
I hear they're building a rock and roll music hall of fame.
That's true. That's true. But that's where I was born. I'm from Ohio. So that's the true story about it. But she never told my dad the whole bit. My father just thought that he was so wonderful, that she decided she didn't want to be in the business and she would rather just marry the handsome soldier in the Air Force and go off to Ohio. And she left California and didn't look back. But she used to sing to me. She said when I was a baby, I used to say more. I'd go more. And I am the only one in the entire family, my other sister, my cousins, my everybody, nobody can sing. Just me.
Oh, which I would love to get an example of now.
Okay, let's see. It's summer coming now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's true.
All right. I'll give you where you can hear my voice. Oh, I could do from The Princess and the Magic Diamond, the one I said, which is with the princess sings. I could do a singing flower from Under the Sea, or I could do a bee.
It's like a sea cucumber. What's a sea flower?
Sea flower.
That's the singing sea flower.
Oh.
I could do Princess Trina, singing sea flower, or Beatrice the bee.
Beatrice the bee. I'd
Oh,
love to
there you
hear.
go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Beatrice the bee is depressed. She's a good bee, but everybody thinks she will.
Sting them.
That's it. Thank you. Wait, where's the applause? You heard that?
Jeremy's on it. Nope, that's the wrong button.
You got it.
Jeremy, come on, you got to get the applause. Come on,
I want
damn it.
applause because you can.
There we go.
There you go. You absolutely got it. She's afraid. So when she's depressed, she cries, and then she goes off into the forest to sing amongst the flowers and the trees. That's where she feels better
Yeah.
when she's depressed.
She doesn't want to go to the Chicago.
No, she goes off. She
I
goes
want to go to the big
forest.
city.
Go to the
Solve all
alleyway.
my problems.
We don't want one drowned bee. And she just feels sad. See, the bear just doesn't want anything to do with her, and they are looking for a singer for a summer flower festival.
Ooh.
They can't find the singer. The pig tried out, and a chicken tried out, and a cow, and none of them were right. They can't find their singer.
Oh, no.
She's out there. If they'd only look, it's that bee. That's the one. But right now she's sad. To feel better, she's not taking any medication.
Was she's normally on medication?
Xanax.
No medication, and she doesn't vape.
She doesn't vape. Okay. Does she sing? Is that in the song?
So she goes off to sing, and this
Okay.
is what she sings.
All right.
This is her song.
Okay.
All right, here we go. In the forest, you'll find me, buzzing by every tree. In the forest, by the hour, buzzing by every flower. In the forest, you'll find me, buzzing by every tree. In the forest, by the hour, buzzing by every flower.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
I was almost brought to tears.
Oh my goodness! Thank you.
What a beautiful song. I actually do have
Thanks.
some tears in my eyes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So talent
It all
passed
turns
through
out
genes.
fine.
Yeah.
They end up with their singer
Blue
because
jeans.
a wise giraffe hears her singing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
The giraffe hears the bee.
Oh, he's excited.
Yes, the Giselle the giraffe is a friend of the grumpy old bear,
Okay.
and she convinces Beatrice to sing for the bear, and then they find their singer for the flower festival.
Well, we do have a very important question to ask you, Mike.
Sure.
Oh, okay. We ask all of our guests this question. This question is for you, Bonnie.
Should we get the puppets involved? We could really
We'll get
up some
one.
numbers.
Jeremy, you get to pick the puppet.
I get to pick
I will
the
let
puppet.
you pick the puppet to
Okay.
ask the same question to, and we got to do this somewhat quickly.
Pretty quickly. Yep.
All right, Bonnie. Who is better for your own reasons? Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? Who is better?
Stallone.
Oh, Jeremy needed it.
Yes.
All right, and could you please tell our audience why?
Oh, because when I was a kid, my sister dragged me to see what?
Rocky.
That's it.
Okay.
I've got news for you.
Well then, now if we could get Deveron's opinion?
Evil Deveron?
Yeah, can we get Evil Deveron
I
in
thought
here?
I got to choose the puppet.
All right, you choose the puppet, Jeremy.
We'll do Evil Deveron.
I knew that's one you wanted.
No, I was gonna go with Furball.
Okay,
But-
yeah, well, ask Furball. Yeah, can we bring Furball back in here? We'd like to ask him that question as well.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Hey, Furball.
You actually actually value my opinion?
I
Yeah,
do.
I told you,
do,
we're going to make you
Furball.
a star.
Furball, I love your shine, Furball. I love your ambition. And I'm a big Stallone guy. Don't let that sway your opinion, but I'm a big Stallone guy.
I'm
and
an
I just
Arnold
wanna-
Schwarzenegger
I just
guy.
want to know your opinion.
Yeah. Who is better for your own reasons, Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right,
Is that
Furball.
how we say it?
That's right, Furball. You're right. I'm so glad you're on my side.
I'd like to bring in Evil Deveron for this. This cannot end 1-1.
Okay, can we, let's can we? Sorry, Furball. Can you go get Evil Deveron? We have to ask him the question.
We need a tiebreaker.
We need a
amongst these
tiebreaker.
puppets.
Yes, amongst the puppets.
Jeez. Okay. I'll go get him.
All right. Thank you, Furball.
Jeez.
I love
Yeah,
you.
I gotta watch out for that one. You know, he's like to pull my fur out. He's got issues.
Yeah, just call to him. Tell him to come over here.
Okay. Duh.
Oh.
It is I, Evil Deveron.
Hi, Evil Deveron. I've been waiting to meet you, man.
Hello. I am the most evil of all evil ones.
Oh my!
I
Jeremy.
believe you. I believe you, Evil Deveron. It's even in your name. How evil you are.
We have a question for you, Evil Deveron.
Very well.
Who is better for your own reasons,
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
or Sylvester Stallone?
Neither.
Oh my! Oh my! You must choose. You
We need a
must.
tiebreaker,
You
Evil
must
Deveron.
choose, Evil Deveron.
I cannot.
Oh my!
For I am more evil, and I am the greatest of all.
This
All right.
makes sense.
Yeah, we should have saw this coming.
Yeah,
that he'd
yeah.
be so evil that he would just not answer our question.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Get the draft in here.
Where's-
Get some-
Someone asked the bee.
yeah. What's can we talk to the bee? Oh, okay. Oh, it's Jeremy. It's buzzing. The bee is buzzing. Can you speak English?
I'm not afraid to be stung by the bee.
I'm Beatrice the Bee.
Oh, yes. Okay, you can speak. We have a question for you. Who's better for your own reasons, Arnold Schwarzenegger or
Sylvester Stallone.
I'm not too familiar with them. I am a little bee.
whose
and I
name
spend a
sounds
lot-
better?
I spend a lot of time in flitting from flower to flower. Which one?
Yeah, which one is better for your own reasons? Which it could just be just what the names sound like. Whose name sounds better to your ears, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? And then we'll get you back on your antidepressants.
Let me see. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sylvester Stallone. I think I like that one better.
Yes. Congratulations, everybody. We did it.
Okay. All right. Two Stallones and a Schwarzenegger.
That actually is the most beautiful way I've ever heard Sylvester Stallone's name sound.
All right, so we do need to isolate that and put it on the board, is what you're saying?
Yes, with your permission, I would like 2 drops on the board from this episode. I want the witch cackle and Sylvester Stallone singing for when someone chooses Sylvester Stallone.
Are you
that.
fine with us cloning your voice into a soundboard?
Sure.
Sweet.
That's amazing.
Sylvester Stallone.
That's beautiful.
Yes. I'm Beatrice. It's still there. I'm still here.
Okay.
I like that. Now I'm going to annoy Bonnie. I'm going to keep singing.
Well, we do need to finish talking with Bonnie. We're going to have her plug her Puppet Palace before we head out.
It was very nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you, too.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, Bonnie. So if you could just spend a couple moments telling our listeners where they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, how can
Your
they get
shows
these
coming
puppet
up.
shows, where they go see these shows, exactly.
I'm not brick and mortar. I get calls all the time. People want to buy tickets, and I tell them you can't come to my home. So I have signs on my car. It says I come to you. There's my website. You can get me through my website, bonniespuppetpalace.com. All the contact information is on there.
Awesome. Perfect. Everything's all in one spot for everybody.
Bonnie's, BONNIES, puppetpalace.com.
Perfect. And we wanted to thank you again for coming on the show and sharing insight into this wild world of puppets.
I want to thank you for having me on your show. You have a great podcast. I wish you the most success for forever and ever with your podcast. And thank you again. So much.
Thank you, Bonnie. I love you.
Very nice to speak with you, Bonnie.
It was been awesome.
Because I did look earlier, I checked out one of yours on YouTube. I thought you guys were funny.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
It does.
I thought you were funny. And thank you also for keeping it a little,
We did. We tried very hard.
Yeah, I censored myself a lot.
We
this
did.
time around out of respect.
Thank you. I appreciate it because of my mostly young audience. But what my mom always used to say for adults as well as kids, we always want to keep everybody young at heart, keep the magic in your heart, and keep that joy with you your whole life through.
Oh,
what a
wise
great
words.
message.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Jeremy. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Furball.
Thank you, Jingle Bells.
Thank you, Evil Devereaux.
Deveron. Evil Witch Trenda.
Thank you, B.
Beatrice.
Now they can all go back to their boxes?
They can go back to their boxes. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. We have been Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Wow. Who would have thought the world of puppets was so exciting?
What a sweet old lady.
Very sweet. Bonnie's great. Make sure you guys check out her YouTube. It's hours of fun.
I want to see those COVID songs that she was talking about. Want to know what those puppets felt about.
We all do, Jeremy.
The lockdown.
Yeah. We are Michael
Well, I
and
think
Jeremy.
it's unfair. Who cares if they die?
We have unalienable rights.
I think we should keep the lockdowns going forever. No, you can't go to your father's funeral. All of her puppets are great. Those were perfect representations of her puppet.
We are Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Go to our website, www.mjsypod.com, Majizzipod. You can go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Majizzipod. Our second channel, Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast Supreme on Spotify, contains links to our Patreon episodes so you can get all of our extra content all in one spot. We also sell merchandise. We got stickers and magnets on the website, so get some Majizzy merch today, $5 a pop. And we buried a treasure. I think I'm just gonna release one of the latitude or longitude lines. See if that just fucking release it somewhere. It'll be hidden in something, but I think I'm about just giving one of the latitude lines for the treasure. What else, Jeremy?
Band of the week. What are we doing about it?
Fuck, dude. I don't know.
What's going on with that?
I don't know. I don't know if we should switch off theme song one week and then band of the week the next week. There's no. It's either one or the other. It seems.
What if we did another show, but we did it like in the vein of a top 40 radio station?
Oh,
And we play music that's been sent to us.
minisodes.
And yeah,
on like Wednesdays or something.
but it's set up like the radio, so like we come back in after a song and we're like, wow, yeah, that was the dead love with Bones, We just come in and have a little commentary
Oh yeah.
between songs.
Oh, I'll give it
So
some
we
thought.
could actually just record a bunch of like segments of that, and then you just throw music into it.
You know what I'll do, Jeremy, is for our outro. You know how like we end the episode and it's kind of like the continuation of the story from the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
What if we played? We have our normal theme song to beginning, and then we put a band of the week at the end. We play like a minute or two of someone's song to end the episode with.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll give it a shot for this episode.
I think that
See
was
how people like it.
my original idea.
Well, you know what? We'll try your idea, Jeremy.
Okay.
You get full credit for it.
I'm pretty sure it was like, just play it at the end. You're like, no, there's too much editing, Jeremy.
No, I never said it was
You
too
did.
much.
You're just like, I'm overwhelmed. I can't do something like that. Yes, I believe you.
Tell our friends about your show. Give us 5 stars on the podcast platform that you're listening to us on. If it's on YouTube, give us a like. If it's on any of the other pod things, give us 5 stars. It helps other majizzis find the show. A jam.
They say it helps other people find it, but it really helps me when I look at it and I go, "Oh, nice."
Yeah,
Someone liked it.
it's more for us. It looks cool the more stars there are.
I like to see it because like someone's actually listening. It's pretty cool.
Cynthia is actually on her. Yes, we have a phone number. It's 903-287-0660. And I have an update, Jeremy.
Really?
Text from Cynthia on our phone number with an update. Laughing face. I'm just going to say it. I'm completely failing at getting you a tally. I am only coming up with Jeremy at 9 and you at 11 to date, and that's with Patreon episodes. I've had to fit in between too much nonsense, though, this week, so we shall see where I am at week's end. And so I said, I'm sorry, working hard for that $50, though. Don't worry, I'm good for it. And she says she doesn't want the money, Jeremy. She just enjoys the challenge. I'm still going to give her money.
I mean, I guess free labor. But I mean,
I'm going to pay her $50. Go get a pedicure. You know what? Go buy a puppet.
You're not getting a pedicure.
Go
for
buy
$50.
a puppet. Cynthia, take this $50 and buy the scariest, creepiest looking haunted puppet you can find on the internet. And then take a picture of it and send it to us. That's what you will do with this $50, okay? If you want to contact our show, do the phone number, 903-287-0660. Call or text the show. Or you can leave us an email at our email,
What if we both sign?
UHJYEAH@majizzypod.com. What, Jeremy?
We could both sign the Jesus candle I bought for the bar.
Oh, yeah, the Jesus candle?
And then send that to Cynthia.
Oh, my God.
Sign it.
And we do have Chris Hannanen, right? Said that if we pay for his tattoo, he'll get a Majizzipod tattoo on his butt.
Huh.
So, hey, get us a quote, Chris.
How much will it cost to put it on your face?
No.
Advertisement.
No.
Walk in advertisement.
No. I would be more than thrilled to know that our logo was on someone's butt, especially Chris's.
Especially Chris's.
So get us a quote. Jeremy, I think that's it. All right, I love you.
I love you too. Peace.
Bye.
Don't let me fall asleep. Just make believe me do stuff that I never done before. Don't let me sit aside. Don't let me hide into my insecurity. There's no time that is too late. There's no reason left to hesitate. Yes, send it out to the testing ground. To the testing ground. The archives of ideas, you'll find a theme that will nurture and will drive. Send it out for test. Don't let it rest. Set it out alive.
Jeremy, close the door. Close the door. Close it. Jeremy, what are we gonna do about these? I can see why the podcast was locked away for so many years.
It's inside, Mike. I saw it.
What?
The podcast, it's inside. I saw it.
Well, yeah, we stole it.
You grabbed it?
Of course I did.
When'd you grab it?
I grabbed it. I grabbed it as soon as we got in there.
Was it when I was hanging out with Evil Jerry?
You guys were smoking that blunt together?
He did have a fat blunt.
Dude, as soon as we started smoking, them puppets chilled out.
It wasn't
real quick.
that scary once you get to know them.
Yeah, once you ask them, they all have hopes and dreams and feelings.
That one
As
guy,
we learned here today.
that one guy really hates Palestine, though.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, the one with the giraffe neck, but it was a baby.
Yeah, I had to put him in his box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a violin box.
Yeah, it was. It's like a little violin box.
Who makes a puppet of a little baby with a long giraffe neck like that?
Yeah, I know. Like with a strangely like accurate human baby head.
Yeah. What's the point? What does that have to do with the puppet show?
Well, Jeremy, when resources are low and puppeteering is hard, you need to make do with what you have.
I think we should get the fuck out of here, Mike.
Oh God, yes. I already threw like a Molotov in there before we closed the door. We gotta go.
Finally dead! Finally! Hitler did nothing wrong! Ah! Where's my penis? Why wasn't I given a penis? I really miss having hands inside of me.
I'm so wet. Why am I so wet all the time? I smell like fish.
You are a fish!
Oh.
What is it called? Wait, I think I have a. Hold on. I thought I just had a link. Wait,
What?
I just need to find
You're
it.
freaking out, dude.
Oh God, it's so overwhelming.
No, it's good, Mike. You got this. You got this, dog.
I'm just trying to find.
Violently scrolling through your phone.
I'm just trying. There it is. All right.